There's no immunity in a civil case, and there's no immunity in the criminal case. And that is consistent with the law and the background and seems like the right thing in terms of justice. Just because you're president doesn't mean that everything you do is presidential, and therefore you only get immunity if you are acting within the scope of your job. There was a Nixon case in the civil side that said when he does something as president, he's immune from civil suits, and the United States represents him, and it's over. There was never one in the criminal area, but it makes total sense that you would say similarly, if you commit a crime while you're president, it doesn't get you out of jail if you were doing it as a different thing than the president, but as a candidate for president, which is what he was doing here.
Right, and interesting that the judges in the civil case took great pains to detail that point as well. Your fellow sister-in-law, Joyce Vance, says Judge Chutkan's opinion that it was written with an appeal in mind. Talk me through that.
Well, as happens frequently in court, things get appealed when they are at a district court level. They'll go to the Court of Appeals and then ultimately possibly to the Supreme Court. And so she went through the analysis in a way that is so compelling. She laid out basically what he did, how it was absolutely in his role identifiable as a candidate, not as the president, that there is no role for the president in overseeing elections. Simply isn't his job. And so the argument that he was making was, well, I was just trying to assure a free and fair election, and I was looking into legitimate claims, aside from the fact that there were no legitimate claims, that he was in fact quite well aware that he had lost and that there was no fraud. But even if there had been, the way to fight that is to go to court, as he did, and then get kicked out 60 times. So he knew he hadn't really won the election, that he had lost it, and that he had no legal claims. So he reverted to something else. But it was all, including one of the documents he filed in court where he said, I am doing this in my personal capacity. So even he knew that he was not acting as the president of the United States or in the interests of the presidency.